I came here, I had to take one exam, and this exam prove your English level, okay, to work and to come here. And based on this exam result, I was okay. For my English level was okay. But when I came here, I realized that no, this is not okay for working here and also to communicate sometimes people. Because sometimes I used maybe different and different words, but I couldn't express myself, and that's why still I try to improve my English, because I strongly believe that the English is the biggest barrier.
My English is not enough to practice my profession here in Canada, because as a psychologist I have to talk about everything. So if I talk to a person, this person can talk to me about sports, about culture, about politics, about everything, not only feelings and emotions, it's about their lifestyles. So I have to improve a lot of my language, my English, because for now it's not about, but I know that while I'm studying, so it takes me some time, but I can do it.
When I came to Canada at first, my English was too bad. I couldn't speak, I couldn't listen. And at that time, I thought that I have to learn English good, and then I have to look for a job. But now I think it's good. It's good. It's not bad, especially in my profession, because as an artist, you know, art is a national language. It doesn't need the language and especially my job is working, not speaking.
My level of English right now, I think it's quite good. It's not perfect, but I'm confident. I know I do a lot of mistakes, I know, but in my medical field, I had experience in the US, so I feel confident having that experience back there. So I know I can relate it to my coworkers. For example, if I want to ask for a tool during the surgery, for example, or if I want to order a test, I know I'm confident of doing that. So in that part, I have no problem. But I have found, for example, my husband, as they already did, and they said, we had to write a test to prove our English. But it's just a written test, you know, it's not as like the real life. So I passed the test, my husband passed the English test. But comparing myself to my husband, it's a huge bridge, because for him it's difficult to communicate. Like, I like to talk, so I don't really care if I say something bad, and I appreciate that Canadians correct myself. Like, they always say, you don't say that, you say this way, and I like that, because in the United States they don't do that. They just like, okay, they just give you the look and that's it. But here I have found they're just like really helpful in that part.
I think English here is essential here to communicate with the people here. Personally, I don't have too much problem, because as Shermin said, we applied for the test before we come here, and it is a good mark. But still, still we have some difficulties when we came, especially in listening, speaking is a different way from our back home. I was using English as a second language, and even also I thought all medicine, the first language was in English in back home, and the practice medicine was in English, and exam was in English, and everything was in English. But still, to use that knowledge what you have and to communicate with people, still you have some difficulties, and that's why we are all in school to improve our language. And I think we got a little bit better than what we have in the starting.